welcome back to my channel. I'm so excited because I finally got my mic working. I think I've been on my webcam mic the whole time, which I had no idea because I always just thought that that's what my microphone sounded like. But I feel like, personally, this audio quality is so much better, and I've been missing out on this the whole time, which is crazy. But in today's video, I'm going to show you guys the fastest way to max your horse in Star Stable in 2025. So let's get started. I actually just learned about this method yesterday. I managed to max one of the horses that we're using for one of our routines in less than 2-3 hours, which is insane, and it didn't even require a lot of work. And I didn't know that it could be done this way, so I'm super excited to share it with you guys and hopefully get to maxing your horses a lot faster. I've maxed 7 or 8 of mine in the past week or two, so let's get started. Okay, so first of all, what you want to do is start off by taking advantage of the fact that it's the Equestrian festival right now, and it will be for the next 2 weeks, I think. So yeah, what you're gonna do is take whatever horse you're trying to max, even if it starts at level 1 and you haven't done anything with it yet, right? You want to start off by doing the daily chores for your horse. So Star Stable has added this new option where you can pick their hooves and do all the things that you used to have to do for your horse to be as happy as possible. But the cool thing about it now is that it gives you XP for doing what makes your horse happy. If you start at level 1, right, you can get to level 2 or 3 really fast just by doing your daily chores for your horse. And then something else that is really helpful that Star Stable has added since I last played this game is the shared moments. So these things, and what they are is that they're just little questions, little role play type things where you don't, there's no correct answer, but it's a scenario that it gives you, and it's kind of like a choose your own story type of thing, which is really nice. But you want to level up your horse using these shared moments as often as possible, so they kind of regenerate over time. I'm not sure exactly what it is. I don't know if there's a certain amount of time or whatever that you have to be on the game or be running around to get these shared moments, but I do know that you get them often. As of right now, the Equestrian Festival offers, I think they offer 5 different races that all give you 400 XP, which is a lot of XP, right? Multiply that by 5, that's a lot. So you can level your horse up really quickly. And then conveniently right over here we have the Dressage Mastery race that took me forever to learn how to do properly, by the way. That gives you 500 XP. And then you come over here to Sabine, and she has another race that gives you, again, 500 XP. So you're going to do all of those, and that's going to give you a good basis to start. And then again, with the Equestrian Festival, there's a separate section here in Moorland. After those Jorvik Stable races, you're going to do the races here in Moorland. And then, after you've done that, you can do that daily, by the way. Come over here to Julie, and she has a daily for you to compete in a championship. It gives you spring tokens as well, so you're gonna collect those, but you don't get your XP until you've competed in a championship. So then what you're gonna do is come over down here in Moorland, and not everyone knows this, but it's super efficient, and there's a lady over here, and she gives you 300 XP for competing in any championship. Right? So you're going to collect that just for the next time you do a championship. And then additionally, there's another quest or another daily in the medieval camp that also gives your horse XP for doing a championship. So there's one NPC over here. You can compete in any championship to give your horse 250 XP. Julie is by every championship, and she gives you an additional 250 XP for whatever championship you're competing in. Sign up for the Merlin Championship before it starts and compete. You get 250 XP here, and then by signing up for any championship, you will also get 250 XP automatically as soon as you're done the championship. All of these quests have to be redeemed. See, there's 4 right here, but all of these have to be redeemed as soon as the championship is finished. So you actually have to run back to all the NPCs, except Julie. I think she meets you at the end wherever your championship finishes, but all the other ones you'll have to like trail her to and get your horse XP from there. Once you do this, you should have about like 2,000, no, more than 2,000. You should have like 4,000-ish XP, which would take your horse to level 7 or level 8. And I know this because I did it yesterday, okay? I did it yesterday. Something else that you can do if you've unlocked it at this point is head to the Druid paddock. And this is only if you've completed like all your main quests, unfortunately, but is a really quick and easy way to get XP in a short amount of time. So once you've completed the entire main quest line, you have all the soul riders here at the Druid paddock, and they give you 200 XP for a bunch of little tasks that don't take a lot of time. There's 3 others, so we have Anne over here, Alex, and Lisa. This one's also like very quick. You can come over here to the board where your first task every day actually gives you 400 XP. So this is only for the first one that you do every day. It doesn't matter which one. It's just the one you do first, and then the rest of them will go back to like 200 XP, I think. Missions rather than training, these give you 500 XP every time. So you can do one of these instead of the training because it gives you more. But yeah, quick XP over here. This is the fun part. Oh my god, that's perfect timing. Okay, then what you're gonna do is you are going to find a friend. I'm so grateful that Liv right here, my wonderful club owner, has gotten on to help me film this video. But what you're going to do is you're gonna find a friend. This can be, you know, come on, like a clubmate or anything. She's just gonna accompany me. But yeah, you're gonna find a friend. They're going to invite you to their home stable. And now what you can do is for all of their horses, you can do what you do with your own horse. So, you know, feeding them, doing all their chores and everything. And because you get 75 XP for doing every single thing, you multiply 75 by 4, that gets around 290 XP for every single horse that you do chores for, which takes less than 30 seconds, right? Think about it. You don't have to feed the horse because it costs money and not a lot of people have the shillings. Like, I'm not gonna spend 10 star coins every time to buy hay, right? But if you find a friend with enough horses, you can max a horse in less than an hour or 2 if you're efficient with it too. The problem is that you can't do this on your own horses because if, like, in order to take care of your own horse, like, as soon as you press E and do any chores, the XP will go to the horse that you do the chores for. It won't go to the one horse that you want everything for. However, if you take care of your friend's horses, the XP will go to your horse. So in order to do that, you're just gonna press E on your friend's horse, and even though it doesn't say you get XP, look at my XP bar up here, right? You're still gonna get XP from it. I happen to have one little apple, which cost me 100 shillings, by the way. And then every time you run out of water, there's a water station over here, and there's also one in that room if it's closer. She's just hiding in here. Hi, Liv. See my XP bar go up? If you're efficient with this, it can go by very, very quickly. And all your friend has to do is just sit on, like, online, and it's pretty much free stable care. Other than, you know, maybe you have to, like, ask them to swap out the horses once in a while. But that's all you have to do. So cute. Alright, my horse is already level 7. This is her leader horse. Perfect time to show you guys. If you come right over here, there's a place for you to fill up your water, which is convenient because then I don't have to run all the way back there. Already level 8. Let's go!
Hi, how are you?
I want this coat from the Equestrian Festival so bad. We are already at level 9. Now we can just keep going. Level 10 already, guys. That's so quick. Level 11. Already level 12. And there we go. Level 13. I honestly hate 𝓼𝓷𝓸𝙀 so much. And I don't know, maybe hate is like a strong word, but I don't particularly like them. Like, I'm not super fond of them. Are these all the horses she has left?
Why are we still here? Just to suffer?
They ask you how you are, you just have to say that you're fine when you're not really fine. You just can't get into it because they would never understand.
Let's go and harass another friend. Do you mind if I'm just gonna... I saw these guys yesterday. Team horse, team horse. What an honor. If you do this for like your friends every day and they do it for you, you get to max your horses, like both of your horses together, and you can have free stable care and save those star coins. So come on, that's a win-win. That's a win-win. Alright guys, I can actually see the end. Come on, come on. One more left to go. Perfect. Look at that, guys. Okay. That was so fast. That was insanely fast, guys. And that was under 2 hours for sure. And like maybe my horse was at level 6, but all you have to do is like all the festival races, or just a couple of races, or you can just keep going and keep caring for all your friends' horses until you have maxed your horse. But that is the fastest and most efficient way to max your horse in Star Stable. Alright guys. That's wonderful timing. Okay guys, thank you so much for watching today's video. Go ahead, go get your horses maxed, and I will see you guys later. Bye!